Hey guys, I just did a very spastic hyper video about the thyroid. And even though you don't or may not have a thyroid disorder, you could be having the low-level beginnings of issues that can exacerbate and create problems to your thyroid, your adrenals, and your reproductive system, and your liver. It's really fascinating. So check out that video. It's pretty cool. I mean, I was like trying to get it under 15 minutes. I was yabbering. Blah, 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 blah. I still got in the business. Yes. I still got in the business because I've got a busted knee and I do zero cardio. I ride my bike to the gym, but that doesn't count because my knee is so busted. I don't know if you can see it. Probably can't see it. But I've got this dinosaur scar that goes down like that and a bunch of scars going all the way around the knee. So it's chronically inflamed, which I do not want the cytokine effect from inflammation because it can affect my thyroid and bacteria like Candida. Okay guys, so here we go. I want to talk about workouts today. What are the best type of workouts when you're trying to keto dab? So we got to like compartmentalize it in different sections according to age and gender. So let's say you're a young male, right? Your telomeres, which are the caps on the end of a shoestring of your DNA, are intact for now. And you feel fantastic. So you do coffee, you do pre-workout, you do your whey protein, you work out like a monster and a maniac, and you're still ripped. But you're interested in the non-BS diet, or otherwise known as the ketogenic diet. Okay, because you want to get more ripped. Well, you have to make sacrifices. You have to make sacrifices with your macronutrients, and you got to make compromises with your workouts. So, what's very interesting, I've got to say, is that I gained over 10 pounds of muscle, probably like wavering between 10 and 12, give or take, in the last year. Boom! Boom! So this is what it's like to be hormonally balanced in your late 40s. That's what it's like. Okay? I don't do any refeeding. Now you can refeed, which means eat carbs again if you choose to. I choose not to. I choose to stay in a constant state of a highly adapted ketosis, which is where my brain learns how to use, yay, ketones, beta hydroxybutyrate as a very, very even keeled source of fuel. Okay, here we go. So, workouts. What the frick is the deal? What the frack is the mother-ucker deal? I really want to swear, but I'm trying to keep it like GP for some of the moms out there. Okay, so basically, overtraining, I'll go to the gym, and I really start to watch people now, and they overtrain all the time. And they think that they're running around doing this P90X style workouts, or these boot camp style workouts, or even some of the CrossFit style workouts, they're not making their gains, but their bodies look inflamed, and they don't have the gains, and they still look flabby. Why? Well, of course, it's more than the workouts. It's how you live your everyday life, how you deal with your relationships, how you eat, how you deal with stress, and how you sleep. Those things will also affect your workouts. So if you're a young dude and you've got like your DNA's intact, and at the time your genetic expression hasn't been assaulted, then you're like, yo man, I do great on refeeding, I could do the pre-workout, I could do whatever I want to do, and look fantastic. That's awesome for you, but that doesn't equate for 98% of the other adults who have metabolic derangement, who can't do those things that you do. So, if this doesn't apply to you, change the channel. Okay, here we go. Because what you guys do not realize is that a lot of people have thyroid disorder. So you have thyroid disorder, you have adrenal overload, and now you're running off to the gym and you're overtraining. No pain, no gain, I realize? No. No, maybe in your ego. But physically, if you're experiencing tons of pain, you can't get the gains in the gym that you want. You want to build muscle? Don't overeat protein, because your body can't even synthesize that fast in the cells. Too much protein within a 4-hour to 5-hour window. So you have protein, and then an hour later you have protein again. Well, the first time you have protein, your body's still trying to metabolize it and get it into the cell. And now you eat protein again. So what? Your body can't keep up with the amount of protein you keep shoving all at one time in a small period of time, which creates a gluconeogenic effect, which we don't want, because we don't want excess protein to convert into sugar, because you guys already have a blood sugar dysregulation, which you may not have a problem now, but you will when you're older. Yes, you will when you're older. And just because you can clear out the glucose, yeah, you can eat a bunch of French fries and whatnot on your carb ups and get ripped. Guess what? You cannot clear out the insulin, and it stacks up in the blood, and it glycates, and it damages, and it shortens your DNA. But you're ripped, but you look inflamed. Face is all puffy, face looks heavy as you get older, but you're ripped, right? You've got all the supplementation, you've got your BCAAs, you've got your whey protein, and you've got God knows what else in your pre-workout, whatever's. You got your testosterone boosters and whatever else. And you're going to have inflammation that you don't know what's going on because you're used to feeling like crap. So here I go. What kind of workout should you do? Well, I'm like resistance train. It doesn't mean that you have to lift weight, which is not a bad idea with some dumbbells. But it really means even if you have to use weight-bearing exercises, use your own body as its own weight, then do that. So I'll do a push-up combo, and then I'll go and do whatever. I don't want to fall. I'll do a handstand, walk on my hands, and use my shoulders. Yeah? So I'll do pull-up, handstand combo, but you have to really, really, really be careful to not create inflammation, because we have too much cortisol in the system. And cortisol in an elevated type of situation, fight or flight syndrome that's lasting too long, will have a catabolic effect. So not only will you not get into ketosis because you have too many cytokines, and too much inflammation, but you will also tax your thyroid. So if you don't have a thyroid problem, you're going to develop one if you overtrain. So that's why sport athletes really need to recover and take breaks and do things in a seasonal type of pattern, because they're over-assaulting their bodies. And even though they look great, they're still going through some issues. So I used to be a pro skater, broke everything, and I broke a lot of stuff. So now I'm battling with inflammation in my joints. So my macronutrients and the timing of them, my sleep, unclogging my liver, and getting rid of antigens and grains and things of this nature, and candida, is how I balance that inflammatory response, so I can stay in a highly adapted keto state where I do no cardio but still maintain a low body fat at the age of 46 going on 47. So when you work out, I'm not going to tell you how to work out. I'm not going to tell you to power lift or not power lift, or bodybuild or not bodybuild. But you got to wring that rag out. Yeah, it's like wringing the rag. This is wringing a rag till the water's out of the rag, and get that mitochondria going in your muscle cells, but without creating an inflammatory response. That's why taking breaks, running around the gym, is not going to make you ripped. It's actually going to make you flabby. Your muscles aren't going to be able to recover, because being broken down to convert into glucose, because you're not fat adapted. And so when you're not fat adapted, when that gas tank is empty from glycogen stored in the muscle from the carbs you ate, and it gets empty really fast because we don't have a lot of storage space for glycogen. Yeah, we got about 2,000 calories. You can burn through that in 20 minutes. Bam! So when you're fat adapted, you have 40,000, 40, you heard me, 40 of calories, kilocalories to be able to burn and use as fuel at any one time. So that's the reason why people come to me to keto coach them, whatever, to help them get into that state, because it's not just, oh, eat this much protein, this much, and this kind of protein, and at this timing, and this type of carbohydrate with this timing, and this amount of fat. It's about clearing up all of that inflammation and stress on the body that's affecting all your systems. And now, because of all the coaching that I've done and all the consultations, I'm able to figure out protocols for every individual. Bam! So excited about it. So fantastic. Okay, so I don't overdo the video. I just wanted to talk about workouts. Take breaks. 2-minute recovery. If you feel stress hormone rising, if you feel your muscle fatiguing, if you feel like you want to do a 1-rep max and take your muscles to failure, meaning you can't do another rep more, you gotta rest. You gotta recover within that workout so your muscles can grow when you sleep at night, so they're not over catabolic. You can overdo it, but we want to resistance train over cardio, because cardio does what? If you're not fat adapted, then you're going to have a blood sugar dysregulation. And blood sugar dysregulation creates all these health issues, especially on your thyroid. Yeah, and then it can downregulate hormones. The way your hypothalamus works with hormones, serotonin, dopamine. Psh, boom, depression. Yeah, you need to run towards a pre-workout supplement to even get through your workout. And if that's your case, there's a problem. Because when I work out, pumped, I can go 3 hours, 4, 5 on no food and be like Superwoman because of being in a highly adapted keto state. It's fantastic. So, resistance train. If you want to do cardio, do HIIT training. If you want to raise growth hormone beyond a weight training or resistance training, then do HIIT training. But only do 30-second bursts. Fast as you can. People do these bursts like pissy ass. No, burst, right? Or don't do it at all. Burst, if you have no physical joint issues or any health issues, burst as hard as you can go and stop after 30 seconds before cortisol starts to rise, because cortisol will rip down your body, rip it apart, and create disorders and create inflammation, lower your testosterone, make you estrogen dominant. Inflammation can do that, so we don't want that. We don't want too much homocysteine in the body. We've got to watch and monitor everything. And we need proper nutrition, because we are what we eat, so eat what you are. And we're not made out of carbs at all. In fact, we don't even need 1 gram of a carbohydrate to produce enough carbohydrate for our red blood cells. That's what's damn fascinating. But the whole thing is about your workouts. I'm going to put some videos together for people who don't have time because they're working. I do so many consultations where people are like, I don't have time to work. When I get home, I don't feel like working out. And then the ones that do work out, they're getting home at 10 o'clock at night. You can't do that. Then your sleep is interrupted because you have too high levels of cortisol. And now your melatonin and cortisol rhythm is off. And your circadian rhythm is off. And we don't want that. How can you get up and do just a 20-minute workout of wringing that rag and have a mitochondria response in the muscle cells to become more insulin sensitive rather than insulin resistant, which helps you cross the bridge over to Keto Land, where you feel fantastic. Okay guys, that's it. You can check me out at stephanieperson.com, or you can go to my new fan page, because my other Facebook is just stuffed. People keep trying to add me, and I'm trying to get people over to the fan page, which is Stephanie the Business, because as you know, boom, 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 this is a business, yeah. And learn more. It's more just than talking about the business and look at my body. It's not about that. It's about teaching you guys how to heal your body if you're trying to drive ketosis or not. That's the point of what I'm trying to get out to you guys. It doesn't matter if you're trying to get into ketosis, which is fantastic. It's very anti-aging. You feel amazing and you have energy all day long. But it's to to teach you guys how to reevaluate your life create a new you. Okay guys, that's it. Peace out.